Hey guys, Yuki here with another episode of Storytime. Today's story is actually going to be about work. I work at the Kentucky Horse Park. I am the pool manager there. And a little background first. There are inmates that work in the horse park and the campground and the horse park, two kind of separate things, but it's all owned by the same people. But that's very significant. It's a low security prison, so it's nothing dangerous, it's nothing bad. So yeah, it's perfectly fine. All the people that I've met have been nice, but it's significant to this story. Once upon a time, Sydney and I were just watching the water, doing our job, this, that, the other, check chemicals every now and then, and, just days go normal. Prisoner transport van comes driving up our service road, and they hardly ever do that. In the several years I've been working there, this might have happened once or twice. So it wasn't the most normal thing in the world, especially since nobody got picked up and nobody got dropped off. The driver just kind of sat there for a minute, turned around, and then left. So pretty concerning, but it was still well, I guess, maybe they thought they were picking someone up and whatever. So we were just, kind of confused. Then somebody from the campground comes and takes some inventory on our first aid kit and checks our fire extinguisher, which normally maintenance will do that kind of stuff, but this day, it wasn't maintenance. And when it does happen, it's very rare, and it's actually already happened once this summer, so it was kind of odd because the lady that came in was looking at our stuff was also just kind of looking around outside the fence, not really paying much attention to the pool and stuff. At least that's kind of how we were perceiving it, because we were like, why is the prisoner van driving up? But everything was still pretty much normal. Third event. One of the horse park police officers comes driving up, parks under a tree, and is just sitting there with their car running. So at this point we get really concerned, and in our minds of all this happening in the span of about 30 minutes, we think, what if one of the prisoners went AWOL? Because even though it is a low security prison, some of them are actually murderers. I mean, how low security and killed a guy goes together, I'm not sure, but hey, I don't do the court system. I'm not part of that. So if they think that that's low security, then sure, whatever. So we actually went and talked to the police officer. We, approached from the front, oh, hey, what's going on here? And the officer was very nice. I mean, these are all retired police officers from Lexington and whatnot. And they're really nice people. They retired, and then they're like, oh, hey, let's go work at the horse park. And we go up to him and we're like, hey, is there something going on? I'm like, I actually manage over a bunch of minors. I need to know if they're safe. So, I was concerned. He assured me that there was nothing going on, that the only reason why he was there was because there was a leak in a pipe, and a pipe burst pretty much, and there was this huge mess on the other side of the park near the station or wherever they are. I'm assuming it's a station. But he didn't want to be over there, so he was actually on our side of the park and just parked in the shade and was just reading reports, and everything turned out to be okay. So our minds just went crazy thinking, oh snap, there might be an AWOL prisoner, but everything was fine and we lived, so that was great. And I think that was just a couple days after I had gotten back from Chattanooga, where the terrorist attack had happened while we were there. So I was a little on edge from that, and my mind kind of jumped to conclusions. But at the end of the day, everything was fine. And that ends the story. So thank you for watching. The end.